next, we have Enrique Sanchez. He'll introduce himself. Enrique.
Hello everyone, my name is Enrique Sanchez. I'm political director of the BLM RIPAC. And this is Harrison Tuttle, our executive director. We are here in full support of the Palestinian struggle. We also help organize and mobilize with other leftist and progressive groups in the city, including ProvDSA, Reclaim, Sunrise, PSL, mutual aid groups, Awakes PVD, and ONYX Providence. I am here today as everyone else in support of the Palestinian liberation against the settler-colonial and apartheid state of Israel. As a brown person organizing and mobilizing with BIPOC, LGBTQ, IA+, and non-binary community members, it is my duty, and it should be our duty, to stand up for all oppressed people, not just in our nation, but across the global south. I'm an anti-imperialist and anti-colonial socialist who sympathizes with our people from Palestine. I've noticed throughout my upbringing and understanding of foreign policy and international affairs that there are educators, journalists, scholars, and politicians who tell us non-Jewish pro-Palestinian supporters that we should not get involved with their affairs, that we have no idea what we're talking about, that it's a complex issue. Pro-Israel supporters have criticized black and brown people, stating that BLM has no correlation with the Palestinian struggle. They have even gone as far as to say that we are enabling anti-Semitism ideology with our pro-Palestinian supports. Pro-Israel supporters hate the left more than they hate the extreme right. The irony. Pro-Israel lobbying groups such as AIPAC, American Israel Public Affairs Committee, work to suppress and silence pro-Palestinian voices and support with the U.S. AIPAC and other pro-Israel lobbying groups even go as far as to silence U.S. politicians who voice their support for Palestine. The BLM RIPAC supports our Jewish people here and across the globe. We support groups such as Jewish Voices for Peace, who stand with injustices and oppression elsewhere. The BLM RIPAC will not support Zionism and racist nationalist rhetoric that enables an apartheid state. The BLM RIPAC and the left and RI says no to the ethnic cleansing of East Jerusalem. The BLM RIPAC and the left and RI says no to the siege of Gaza. The BLM RIPAC and the left and RI says no to the bombing of innocent men, women, and children in Gaza and the military occupation of the West Bank. Here, it is the militarized police versus people of color. In Palestine, it is the Israeli military versus the Palestinian people. The BLM RIPAC supports pressuring our congressional delegation to withdraw the $3.8 billion a year for its military and apartheid Israel. The BLM RIPAC supports the BDS movement to divest our tax dollars from their institutions and corporations. The struggle of the global south is one against the West. The BLM RIPAC supports the end of U.S. and Western hegemony across the globe. The BLM RIPAC supports the end of U.S. and NATO bombings across the Middle East that has only delivered the destruction and murder of millions of Muslim, Arab, Persian, black, and brown people fighting for the self-determination and liberation of white supremacy, Western imperialism, and colonialism. From the streets of Chicago and New York to the favelas of Brazil and El Alto, Bolivia, from Managua, Nicaragua, and Caracas, Venezuela, to Johannesburg, South Africa, and Nigeria, from Syria and Iraq to the complete and total liberation of Palestine. Mark my words, all black and brown people will be liberated one day. And from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
Well, that was incredible. Round of applause, please.